Hey guys, welcome back. So I already have foundation on and we are just going to analyze the face. So my face is pretty chunky, so we're just going to elongate it a little bit. So we're going to start off with concealer. So I'm going to place the concealer under my eyes and drag it down. I'm not going to go beyond the corner of the eye, but if you do have a slimmer face and you want it to appear wider, definitely extend it, but I'm just going to focus it into the center and basically make my face look longer. So I'm just going to be adding a little bit on the sides of the nose to do like a reverse contour. Go down the center because there's a natural highlight there, as you can see. I'm going to apply a little bit on the chin, and if you have a smaller forehead, you can definitely accentuate it by adding some on to the forehead. So we're just using this as our primer for the eyes as well, just so everything blends. And I like to start off with the chin and nose and do underneath my eyes last, just to give it time to sit. And this sponge is really soft, so you just want to make sure that you are dabbing in those areas. So I'm just going to pinch the sponge and just lightly dab underneath to blend it all out. And I was saying there you can bring it out if you wanted to make it wider, but I'm not doing that. I'm really focusing it in the center and blending out the eye right now, just so it all has that seamless blend. Next, I'm just going to take the side we used the foundation on and just blending out those edges, because like we said, this is going to be like super natural. And that is what the skin is looking so far, but I want a little bit more brightness. So I'm just going to take about 2 shades lighter than what I would normally use. And I'm taking a very small amount. This is extra. You definitely don't need to do this. So yeah, just blending it out. As you can see, it is very bright. So next we are setting the face, and I just took these 2 powders and mixed them because I am oily. So you want to tap it in, and then you want to take your hand and just like tap off the excess of it and press it in. I could have tapped off a little bit more, but it's fine. We're gonna make it work. So now we are just going to be taking my face powder and just set the rest of the face and kind of blend out the edges so that it all looks seamless. And I am going to go over the highlighted areas just because it's looking a little ashy to me and it's looking a little too bright from that powder. That airspun powder is definitely not as translucent. It's definitely got brightening to it. So I'm just going to take these 2 contour shades or palettes, and we are going to mix these 2 and tap off the excess because you don't want any harsh lines. So you're going to make the fish face and just follow that natural contour. And the closer your hand is to the ferrule, the more pigmented the powders are gonna look, and the farther away you hold your hand from the ferrule, it's gonna be more of a lighter application. And you kind of want to do a 3 on your face, just so that everything blends. And next we are going to be taking those same 2 shades, and we are going to do the nose. And I am just following the natural shape of my nose. I'm not trying to like snatch it or anything. I just want it to have some dimension. And I'm slightly taking it into the brow, but not really, just under, like where it connects, because you can see that natural contour. That's what I'm just following, and just bring it into the crease. And this is what we are looking like so far. Everything is blended and looking flawless. You can definitely clean it up with some powder, but I'm just gonna leave it for a more natural look. So I am going to just show you some options you can use for highlighters. You can use what's in the palette or these Maybelline ones. And I'm swatching the Maybelline ones. This one is Topaz, and this one is Molten Gold. So you have like a more bronzy one and then like a champagne one. And we are going to swatch the ones from the palette. So we're taking that bronzy shade. This one's definitely more gold than the Topaz. And this one is a little bit brighter than the Molten Gold, but they are very similar in shade. So to highlight, these are like the typical brushes I like to use. And we are going to be taking this one from ShopmissA, tap off that excess. And we are just following that natural highlight. And make sure, like, if you're not sure how pigmented it's going to be, definitely hold your hand far from the ferrule, which is that silver part, and lightly just dust. So now we are going to go into Molten Gold, tap off that excess, and we are going to top it off on the cheeks. And I like to do the C still. I don't know if people still do it, but I just like for everything to still connect. And now we're just going to take this flat shader brush, tap off the excess, and lightly go on the underneath the arch of the brow. And you just want to go back with your sponge and press in that setting spray. This is going to help your makeup last longer and melt everything in so it doesn't look powdery or cakey. It's just going to help it look more skin-like. And that is my highlight and contour routine. Bye, guys.